President Xi Jinping has also been meeting with several world leaders on the sidelines of the APEC meetings. A wide range of topics have been discussed during the meetings. CCTV's Paolo Montecillo has more.
This is the 9th meeting between Chinese President Xi Jinping and U.S. President Barack Obama in 3 years. President Xi says he and his U.S. counterpart have agreed on many issues in their past meetings. For example, the two countries are working on a new type of relationship between major world powers. President Xi says China's healthy and stable ties with the U.S. are in the interests of the peoples of both countries. It's also something the international community expects. President Obama says the U.S. and China have achieved much when facing common challenges, handling their differences efficiently, and establishing negotiation and cooperation channels. The two presidents have also exchanged views on bilateral cooperation within the APEC framework. President Xi also met with Russian President Vladimir Putin. He says this year, China and Russia have enhanced their comprehensive strategic partnership, and China is willing to keep high-level exchanges with Russia in the coming year. President Xi also urged Russia to integrate the Belt and Road Initiative into the creation of the Eurasian Economic Union. Russian President Putin has said the two countries will enhance cooperation in multilateral bodies like APEC. President Xi met with his Colombian counterpart Juan Manuel Santos. The Chinese president says Beijing values and supports President Santos in his government's efforts to bring peace to Colombia. He also calls for more mutual support as both countries are in the process of nation building. Colombia's President Santos says his country is looking forward to working more closely with China on issues such as the economy, trade, and infrastructure development. Paolo Montecillo, CCTV.
Well, let's get more now on this from our correspondent Hang Peng in Beijing. Peng, take us through some of the highlights of the APEC summit.
Well, the biggest highlight is the call to defend free trade. This year, trade protectionism has become a major concern after Brexit wins in the UK and Donald Trump wins the election in the United States. The business community from APEC, where the Asia-Pacific economies, are urging politicians from major countries, including China and the United States, not to be taken away by this trend. They warn that protectionism will further weaken the sluggish global economic recovery. That call has been actively responded to by China. President Xi said that China will further improve its environment for foreign businesses and investment and calls upon countries to work toward the common goal of the APEC, or the free trade area of Asia-Pacific.
Well, what more, though, is expected from the summit, and how are resolutions there likely to affect particularly African economies?
Well, the APEC meeting is focused mainly on issues in the Asia-Pacific, but many believe that China's key principles and policies in this region are also valid in Africa too. Besides its strong support to the free trade and open global trade, another notable issue that President Xi Jinping is actively pushing forward to is building the One Belt, One Road, which aims at reviving the ancient Silk Road. President Xi said since the initiative was raised in 2013, over 100 countries responded positively to that initiative, and a huge number of construction projects have been put underway. Africa is actually a crucial part of this ambitious initiative, and as China is seeking to invest in infrastructure construction along the way, it means a lot of business opportunities for Africa.
Well, China's President Xi Jinping has been meeting with several world leaders on the sidelines of the APEC summit. What more can you tell us about that? Well,
yes, President Xi has met with his U.S. counterpart, Barack Obama, for the 9th time within 3 years. Obama will soon be succeeded by the new president-elect, Donald Trump. But both leaders agree that a healthy and stable Sino-U.S. relations are in the interest of both countries and are also a global expectation. President Xi reiterated that China's stance on building a new type of major power relationship, which aims at avoiding conflicts between a rising power of China and a resident power of the United States. Besides, President Xi also met with his Russian counterpart, Vladimir Putin. Xi urged to integrate China's Belt and Road Initiative with Russia's construction of the Eurasian Economic Union. Back to you.
All right, Hang Peng for us there in Beijing.